Okay, Ratan, we're doing a tour about the old British Empire, and Kolkata was the main center of the British Empire. I mean, can you tell me something about British rule before 47?
It's really a good question, and I'm not very well read and well versed in history, but so far as I try to understand, the understanding of history is very important.
Yeah.
The British, maybe 200 years back, they tried to establish their affairs of business in India and as well as in West Bengal, Kolkata, 200 years back. So it was a business point of view for them to come.
Yeah.
But for the development of their own business,
Yeah.
they started to develop the city. They started to build institutions for education
Yeah.
with the help of the then learned men. Understand?
And have you got some?
And they started to make beautiful buildings for their own work, official work to continue, and educate people of Bengal, especially when Bengal was the capital of the whole India, so that those persons can work for them after getting education in institutions, and they can work at the offices. So Kolkata, our heritage city, the city of heritage and harmony, I would love to express,
Have you got some?
is full of heritage buildings built by the British Empire, and which is obviously a mark of civilization.
Okay. And have you got some?
I'm not talking about the exploitation, what they did.
But you should. You should.
But apart from the exploitation, written in the pages of history, there are other affairs also for the development of mankind and civilization, like big buildings, education.
Okay.
Very popular snacks of Bengal. No, they will put mashed potatoes inside. Inside they will put mashed potatoes and no, it's sour. ये आलू भी आलू मार देंगे ना? So he's making the mashed potato with this. It's very typical snacks in Bengal, and Bengali like it and love it. Mostly girls, women folk, they love. This is in other language is golgappa, and in Bengali vernacular language you call it puchka. And this is sour, made of.
Yeah, we did this. We survived, don't worry.
Made of tamarind. Yes.
Eat, no? We have done something against our immune system.
You got some personal experience in your family from your mother or your father. I think they were living at that time. Did they tell you something about this time?
Yes, my mother, both my parents were alive during that time,
Yeah.
and eventually they were not made my parents. I was not born during that time. But when I was born, the rule was over. In the year 1947, the rule was over. India got her freedom from the hands of the British Empire.
I think India got
That's
got
different.
I think India got independent
but before
in
that,
47, is that right?
before that,
Yeah.
what I learned from my parents, some little histoire from them, especially I learned from my mother. She would tell me that the British people, how the British people would interact with them.
Yeah.
With a girl of her age when she was an adolescent, a teenager, and she used to meet British people in Kolkata. It was under the British rule,
Yeah.
and she would highly appreciate and call them Gora people.
They highly appreciate them.
My mother would highly appreciate the British people, forgetting about the politics, forgetting about the exploitations, forgetting about everything, but they were all charmed by the beauty of the British people.
Right.
That is why they would call them Gora. Gora
Yeah.
means white. Gora means white complexion.
Yeah, okay.
And they were charmed, innocent girls, innocent boys were charmed by them to look at on horseback or walking along the street
And aren't
during
there-
that period. So it was the experience of my mother, and they would be loved by the British people as well as children, what I heard. But from the political background, from the political perspective, from the perspective of the freedom movement, later when my mother grew up, she tried to develop a sense of protest in her against the British people and rule. Because she then came to understand the purpose of the British government here in India. But it was not possible for her to know it at earlier stage.
I think there should always some Indian people around to hate the British. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In general, there was a sense of hatred that was highly developed by the patriots of India, the patriots of Bengal. It was developed. It was developed by Tagore, Rabindranath Tagore, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bosu, Vivekananda, Sri Aurobindo, Rajaram Mohan Rai. There are a lot of Vidyasagar, and there are a lot of learned men and women during that period. They started writing, singing, protesting against the British rule, protesting against the exploitations of general people, to make them conscious of their state of affairs. It was not possible for general people to understand this politics. Later, those who were interested, they read books and came to know, and those who were sensitive, they grew up and started looking at the patriots moving against the British rule and protesting against the existing rule of the British. And then they felt that it was the British were not so good people.
Yeah, it's okay.
But the British came here for business, for exploitation. So what I was trying to tell, that for long 200 years, ruling in a country is not a matter of joke, Petra. Do you understand?
Yeah.
For long 200 years, the British government never ruled for so long in any country of the world, like India. India became their homeland. But to establish their business, my point of view, as discussed with Udo, what they did for the sake of their own development and business in England. They would take everything to England. The profit of India, they would take to England. But for making this profit, they developed our city, Indian cities, and Kolkata, West Bengal as well.
For example,
From the point of sculpture, buildings, offices, educational institutes, they all made it. Roads,
Colleges.
yes, colleges, universities, they made it with the help of other Indian learned people. In medical science, understand, they all established it, set up all these institutions for their business to educate general people. They did they established laws. The Great Eastern Hotel. This is under renovation. You need to have renovation. Otherwise it will get decayed and destroyed. So the renovation work is going on. Governor's house.
Government place.
Governor's place. These are all old buildings during British times. Nowadays, do not write letters. They send SMS, they send WhatsApp message, messenger, but the red letter box is still here.
Empty.
We have to take the postcard and envelope and inland letters to write letters. Letter writing is an art that is being forgot by people. Now we send through internet, but the red letter box is there. One will come and drop the letter and wait for the letter, the reply to come.
yeah, but it's a beautiful one.
Wait, stay.
From post and telegraph, the letter would come. During British Empire in Kolkata. Bag is Binoy Badol Dinesh Bag. Binoy is a proper noun, Badol is a proper noun, and Dinesh is a proper noun. And these three people were the patriots of Bengal, who stood against the brutality and exploitation of the British government to make Bengal free, to make India free from the British rules. But Binoy Badol Dinesh sacrificed their lives for the sake of the country, for the sake of Bengal. So the street is called after Binoy Badol Dinesh.
And they get killed in that fight? They get killed in that fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were all hanged.
Ich verstehe das Wort, ich verstehe es auch nicht liegen. Ich verstehe das.
GPO is the Grand Post Office, Kolkata's heritage post office, and it was built during the British Empire, I believe. And post and telegraphic communication started. People started how to write letters to their beloved ones, so that the communication develops from one region to other, from one place to another place.
Yep.
Art of letter writing in that case develops, and your messages are sent to the other parts of the country, the other parts of the globe. So letter writing became an art, and human communication also made it transparent for better relationship with people
Comes deeper.
all around the world. And this is because of the post and telegraph, which is a milestone for communication. An art of
Beginning of the staircase.
an art of letter writing. Now the art of letter writing is being killed by the advent of digital world, and those who want to write, they can write by envelopes, postcards, and inland letters for writing. Now people do not feel that they will send telegraphic message. We can all send through WhatsApp Messenger in digital civilization, which is also welcome.
Okay, it's a kind of canteen then.
Canteen,
Yeah, the
canteen is
canteens are
there
closed.
inside,
Yeah.
but the canteens are all closed because there is Sunday,
Yes, of course.
a holiday.
Yes, yes.
But if you feel hungry like me, I am also feeling hunger.
Yeah,
So we will go to the Little Magazine fair.
okay.
There a lot of shops are.
What is it?
Yeah,
This was building?
Writers' Building was built during the British Empire, and this is meant for the government officials.
Sort of administration building. It's a sort of administration building. Sort
This
of
is also
administration.
heritage building also.
Yeah.
It now stands as a heritage building.
Yeah, okay.
And the government officials started working during those British days, and also it continued after say independence of India, and the state government also started working here. And we have different government place called Novanno is a new building. So this is the development, and this is the old building
Yeah.
for the government officials to conduct all government official works from this heritage building called Writers' Building. You have found it in the book you have bought.
I do, yeah. Thank you very much.
Dighi is bigger than pond. This is bigger than pond. In England?
Have you ever been to London?
No, I have never been to Europe, in England, in France or Germany.
Yeah, but I think it's a pity because you studied.
But I have studied the
you
books.
studied British literature and never been
Yes,
there.
yes. Through the books, I have travelled in England. I had been to the birthplace of Avon, William Shakespeare, and the birthplace, the Bard of Avon. So this is through literature.
Yeah.
But physically, I could never go. But I will definitely go one day when the call will come. I'm waiting for the telephone. Yes, you come, and we go see and conquer the hearts of
And I mean,
people.
what does British culture mean to you? What does it mean to you?
British culture, from the point of art and culture, is always very great and beautiful. No doubt about it. A lot of poets, a lot of novelists whom we know, they have enriched not only the British culture but also the international culture as well. So that enrichment we have all got from the British writers, novelists, poets, no doubt about it. We have been enriched. That is the part of the country. One thing we have to keep in mind that the art and culture of a country is the milestone and pillar of modernity of a country. The modernity of a country in every epoch, in every era, we see out of the culture of that particular country, art and culture, where falls painting, where falls literature, photography, songs and music, dance, everything, and the folk performances.
Do you think that India is still influenced by English culture today?
India, through her long ways, since ancient past till modern days, are more enriched, and they have their own art and culture, the strength of art and culture, from ancient past till modern days.
I have seen a lot
And
of
we have
art
great
college.
writers, great filmmakers, painters, musicians, theatre personalities, scientists, everything we have. We are proud of our country. But there are people in England, there are masters in England, they will not only in the past but also in modern times influence good minds and enrich good minds. Yes,
you have
there is no,
Kapoor in
there
US.
is, in that case, we are not, Indians are not without love for the British culture. We are full of love and regards for the British culture.
elephant is on its way. Is that right?
The elephant.
The elephant.
Or the Indian. Yeah.
Yes,
The Indian is on
yes,
this-
yes.
on
You
this
know,
way.
elephant, the great mountain-like beast, is a sign of fortune. A sign of fortune with
let's
its
walk slowly, but
with its-
stable. Stable, but
with its
slowly
ivory,
walking.
with its trunk, with its movement.
Yeah.
The gaiety and gesture of an elephant when it moves, you see how it moves delicately, like this.
Yeah.
It's a symbol of fortune, and it's symbol of elephant is a symbol
strong,
of fortune,
strong animal.
symbol of beauty, an ornament of nature.
Ornament of nature. Yes, you are right. But
If I could have been an ornament of nature, I always tried myself to be
Yeah,
an ornament.
but you
a
have
very,
only
a
two
very
legs,
small
not
ornament.
four. Not four.
But
You have two.
thinking over and over, thinking, I have been 62 years old. I have not been able to become an ornament to nature, but still I am trying to be an ornament.
Very good.
That will create laughter and joy amongst people of the world. I don't know, but we all are trying to be an ornament.
Yes. Ratan, how many inhabitants has India? 1 million and
Oh, 1.40.
40. 1.40. Wow.
It's larger than
In Bengali, we say 140 koti.
What does it mean?
140 crore people
Yeah. Individual.
in India we have.
Characters.
It's a great population. It's a great strength. So to fulfill the dreams and desires of 140 crores of people is not a matter of joke for any government.
Yeah. You have also to
They
feed
have
them.
limitations, but they are trying. In all the states, the state governments are also trying for the development and betterment of the people of the state. The center is trying for the development and people of the whole country. For this large amount of people, it's not a very easy task. There are several fields to cover and do and work.
So you need a lot of groups also that help besides the government.